Here's Daniels. Oh, little Euro shake and nearly threw it away. Okongwu hands it off. Johnson the lob and Okongwu the flush. Here's Jang cutting, dishing. Rollins gives it up. Giannis, the quick spin and the reverse with the left hand.
Well, he was a really good player with Minnesota, but he has upped his scoring, averaging about 20 points per game.
Giannis a chance for three as he goes right around Okongwu and then threw him at the end.
Was just trying to get his legs under him, but anytime he can get going downhill, you give him the least bit of space.
Here's Johnson working A.J. Green. Milwaukee native fading, taking, and hitting. Jalen Johnson with a smooth stroke. Strong hands the rebound.
Well, A.J. Green doesn't need any time to get that shot off. He doesn't even take a dip when he catches it. Just goes right up to the shot.
Alexander Walker buries the three. Rollins the shovel ahead. Giannis Euros and slams. Got a little dicey there on the rim. Off to a thunderous start.
Well, when he catches it in transition, you can try to take a charge, but he just went right around Okongwu.
You talked about the threes for Okongwu. There was one of them. 7 points already for Okongwu. Turner buries the three. Doc was joking with us earlier saying
he was terrific against Portland. He had 7 out of 12 threes for 25 points. He also had 10 rebounds. Oh, he's so versatile.
Giannis, my goodness. The hammer over two.
He's coughed up some turnovers early in this game, but Giannis, he gets up ahead of steam, and he just went.
Most he's had in any quarter. Cam Thomas signed with the Bucks and gives it up to Kuzma, who flies in with the right hand.
Well, last 2 games, he's averaging about 9 assists a game and 3.5 steals. He does everything.
Thomas rings in a three. Kispert finds Landale. This time he will go up with it. Finishes plus the foul.
When he rolls to the basket after he just kind of slipped out of that screen.
Oh, from Kuminga to Kispert, Vincent, McCollum, Landale. The additions to this Hawks team have something in common. They're veterans that still have something to prove. C.J. McCollum described it as guys who have a chip on their shoulder, how to prepare and how to adjust on the fly. Meanwhile, Quinn Snyder said those guys are veterans, but they're still really appreciative of the opportunity. He said C.J. has been with teams that were in different places. Gabe had tasted the finals.
But he had some up and down games, and part of it was the year. You know, like that COVID year was really difficult on a lot of people.
Alexander Walker buries the three.
You know, Rollins just doesn't get sped up, and he plays at his own pace. Another turnover for Atlanta.
Here's Rollins dishing. Portis fakes, takes, and hits. Jalen Johnson now 7 points, 4 assists, 3 rebounds. Giannis, my goodness, another towering throwdown from Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And then for Milwaukee, Giannis on the keeper looked like Atlanta just lifted up everybody to open up that middle.
Turner bangs it in off the window. Here's Johnson fading and knocking it down. Jalen Johnson.
Jalen Johnson's got a favorable matchup guarded by A.J. Green. Just turns over that left. Got the switch. He's got Green on him again.
Massages his way into the paint. Finishes through the contact. Plus the foul.
With that turnaround jumper. But he gives him the idea that, hey, he's going for the jumper again. And then gets him to move and adjust his position. That's
first foul in the last 2 minutes on Atlanta. Rollins turns, kicks, Turner, little rhythm dribble, and the connection from deep.
Really left the left side of the floor, and that's what Milwaukee needs, are ball reversals.
Okongwu on the putback, and this game is tied once again. Back iron, no. Alexander Walker gets a hand on it. Jang then gives it up. Johnson trying to win the race. Johnson meets 3 bodies. Alexander Walker connects on a 3 Atlanta, its largest lead of the night. Thank God we captured it while we could. I mean, it really is amazing as Giannis finds Jang. And look, the Hawks have often been talked about that, right? The better of either New Orleans or Milwaukee pick. They took Asa Newell with that draft pick they got as Alexander Walker knocks down the three. Midway through it now. Here's Giannis spinning, asserting, and finishing. A chance for three for Giannis Antetokounmpo.
Well, Doc Rivers wants this ball to move, but when you've got an asset like Giannis Antetokounmpo, he can make something out of nothing.
Kispert curling, dishing. Daniels drops it in. When it comes to those two elements, he always responds. Landale in the corner. He got it. Feathery.
That last possession, and the ball moved very well to get it to Risachet, and he's getting a lot of catch and shoot opportunities against this.
Another one there.
Contested.
Thomas lobbing it up, and Sims, there he is, high flying to put it down.
Sims has 11 rebounds in this game, 5 of them offensive.
Gay in the corner buries the three. Kispert dancing, kicking. McCollum hitting on a three. The 19th for Atlanta.
And couldn't recover when that pass was sent out.
Thomas could do that. Rebound. Thomas into the paint, lays it in. Quinn Snyder wants a timeout. 8 minutes to go in the fourth. Alexander Walker with a full head of steam, powers it down with.
Well, he's a really good left driver, even though he's right-handed. And that
Johnson wants the screen, gets it to Okongwu on the switch. Green couldn't stay with Okongwu, floats it in.
He's got 12 points in this one. This will be his 7th assist.
You were confident that layup was going in, huh?
Heck yeah.
Here's Daniels veering. Johnson slides in and lays it home. And Doc Rivers will take a timeout. Rollins finds Giannis. Giannis flushes it down with the left hand. No doubt a Hall of Fame coach as Johnson finds Daniels. Displeased.
Jalen Johnson, middle of the floor, that same action.
Alexander Walker gets it to Okongwu. Daniels, little teardrop, rims in. Trying to make it 5 straight wins. Alexander Walker can't hit, and Daniels there for the tip. Doc Rivers needs another timeout. Rollins flags it down. His 8th rebound. He's 2 rebounds away from a triple-double. Giannis loses it and then finishes through the contact. McCollum running some clock. Dancing into the paint. Oh, serving it up and in beautifully. Johnson skates in and banks it home. Jalen Johnson with 19 points, 8 assists, 5 rebounds.
Usually he likes to work around those elbows, but he can really operate anywhere on the floor. You can see the potential.
No doubt.
Why Doc Rivers wants to get him more minutes.
Alexander Walker splash, and I mean, Jay, we were kind of talking long-term, some things that you can get excited about if you're the Hawks with Daniels and Alexander Walker and Johnson and Okongwu as Alexander Walker lays it in.
And, you know, Atlanta's got they've got a lot of bright spots. And when you think about what they have coming up in this draft, because this is a monster draft, you can pick anywhere 1 to...
Thomas misses that badly. It is all cosmetic at this point. Gay lobbing it up. Risachet gets rejected by Thanasis.
Well, Thanasis Antetokounmpo not giving up.
Thanasis denied on the other end by Koloko. The Hawks use a big second half to cruise to a 5th straight win. And now 5 games separate Atlanta from Milwaukee.
It's on. ESPN on Disney+. Turn it on.